Good morning all of you. In this session, we will be discussing about in details the EQ profiling of every individual who will be attending emotional intelligence course. This is very vital why I have selected the reason behind selecting these questions or questionnaire about the assessment of emotional intelligence. This test is very comprehensive, had a wide coverage and good for training and counseling both in individual as well as in organizational context. So, we have been discussing about various measures of emotional intelligence. However, this is one of the best self-report measures in the field of emotional intelligence assessment that would give you a good understanding of your emotional competencies, emotional values, emotional outcomes and etc. So, let us have a look first. What is the difference between IQ and EQ? As we have been discussing about the emotional intelligence distinguishes a person's the best from the rest. It addresses the emotional, personal and social and survival dimensions of intelligence. As we have been discussing about the definition of intelligence, that it is the global capacity of an individual to think rationally, act purposefully and deal effectively. In similar fashion, emotional intelligence also helps a person to survive, to cope with the environmental situations. Emotional intelligence is also concerned with understanding oneself and others, relating to people and adapting to and coping with the immediate surroundings. This is more than just a personal trait or IQ. The way we measure one's intelligence in form of IQ in the similar fashions. Whatever we measure about one's emotional intelligence, that gives rise to the concept of emotional quotients. So, let us see how exactly they differ from each others. By measuring IQ or emotional or intelligence or cognitive intelligence, David Westlers they talk about intelligence is defined as global capacity of an individual to act purposefully, think rationally and deal effectively with his environment. There are two key points coming out of these definitions. One is adaptability or ability to learn from experiences, ability to adapt to the surroundings, and there is also another characteristics coming out of these definitions, that all behaviors are goal directed. That means individual needs to act purposefully. Rational means the rational aspect of intelligent behavior refers to the reasoning or logical part of his analytical behavior. However, essentially a cognitive competency consists of our reasoning, memory and comprehension. So, that is why it makes our behavior more systematic and intelligent. There are also certain domains that pertains to the domain of one's intelligence is called the logical or the rational ability based on facts and figures. But when we examine the concept of emotional intelligence, it refers to the skills with which one perceives, expresses, reasons with and manages their own and other emotions. The difference between IQ versus EQ also relates to the 20% and 80% controversy. Even in Goldman also attributed to the kind of what we call the Peter principles in management, that 20% of people does 80% of the organization's work. Or you can put in other words that in achieving one's success in life, intelligence is responsible for only 20%, or intelligence contributes, or IQ contributes 20% of one's success, while 80% of one's success is attributed to non-cognitive abilities such as EQ, SQ and AQ. EQ stands for emotional quotients. SQ stands for social quotients or spiritual quotients, which is also part of emotional quotient. And also some people call it is combination of EQ and AQ, adversity quotient, how quickly a person coming out of adverse situations. So while people attribute 20% of their success due to intellectual ability, others says that it is because of EQ factors that contributes 80% of our success. But however, the empirical evidences are still not clear about the claim in scientific literature. When we look at the growth and development of one's intelligence and emotional intelligence, scientific evidence shows, or research papers also published in scientific journals, it shows that up to a particular period of time that one's intelligence is developed in his lifetime. Say for examples like 19 years of age, one may reach in his or her peak of intellectual ability, and then it remains almost constant till he attains the age of 40. And after 40 years, human beings often declines on their cognitive abilities as they experience the natural biological decay in their lifetime. However, we have seen, on the other hand, emotional intelligence is such an ability that grows and grows and grows over periods of human life. So more you experience with time, situation, and people across different cultures, there is a possibility that one may increase or enhance his emotional intelligence. So therefore, we often say that when IQ growth is limited in terms of lifespan, the growth of emotional intelligence is unlimited. It can be developed at any stage of human life. While examining both the concept in terms of critical analysis of their components, while examining different definitions pertaining to the domain of intelligence and emotional intelligence, I arrived at such a conclusion that we can refer to IQ as componential in nature, while EQ as experiential in nature. As we know that with the experience, exposure to different situations, persons, cultures, one may enhance his or her level of emotional intelligence. Well, in these sessions, we will be examining in detail one after another different components of EQ profiles of a person's. You can also try this test with an honest attempt to know exactly where do you stand on your EQ map. To begin with, the first section deals with three important dimensions that labels one's awareness about his or her current environment, what we call events, pressure, and satisfactions. Let's begin with life events. Life events is an event that impacts a person's lifestyle to the maximum or to the minimum. So that's why on the basis of the impact of any kind of events, we decide, or the psychologists decide the outcome of that events, how far it lasts. So it has been studied in scientific literature that marriage brings maximum positive impact in one's life, while death of a spouse brings maximum dissatisfaction or distress in one's life. So let's see how other factors or how other life events that has impacted us till death in our life will decide the level of our assessment about our current environment, which include events, pressures, and satisfactions. Say for example, life events. The scale one consists of different situations related to work and personal events listed below. Please indicate how much each has been a source of distress for you. So, all these situations are belonging to your work scenario. Each and every item is rated on a 4-point rating scales, starting from great, moderate, little, none or did not occur. Did not occur is scored as 0, little is 1, moderate is 2, and great deal is what you call 3, the highest mark. Say for examples, how much the fired, laid off, or quit or retired, how much these situations of your work has impacted you. Is it a great deal, moderate, little, or none? New job or employer, how much it has impacted you. New type of work, downsizing or reorganizations at my company. Say for examples, your company is suffering from severe loss in terms of revenue and financial gains, and suddenly the company decided to restructure its organizational management by downsizing the low performing employees. Suddenly you find it as a shock in organizational activities. So, you are not sure of whether you will be one of them in the list of downsizing employees or sacking employees from the company. But how far you sense it that the downsizing or reorganizations in your organization has impacted you. Then there is one more. Some other changes at work not listed above which caused you distress. Is there something that it has not been listed here that has impacted your lifestyle at your workplace? Okay. There are also some other items we have taken here measuring your personal source of distress. Say for example, think about the past years. For each of the work and personal events listed below, please indicate how much each has been a source of distress for you. Financial loss or diminished income, death of a close friend or family member, move or relocation. Has relocating a job in your life has impacted you and created stress for yourself. Your separation or divorce. If you have been separated from your spouse, from your partner, has that become a source of distress for you? Your marriage, how much it has impacted? A great deal, moderate, little, or not at all. Brought a new home, you have brought a new home. Are you under stress? Are you under stress? Are you distressed because you have taken a huge loan from banks or from your organizations, and maybe your income is not sufficient to clear your EMIs, monthly EMIs. Has that become a source of distress for managing your family, for your children's education, etc., etc.? Crime victims, has it impacted? Birth of a baby, adoption, stepchildren, others added to the households. Has this become a source of distress for yourself? Is there any involvement in legal systems? Are you involved in any kind of legal matters that has been a great source of distress for you? Then, are you suffering from serious illness or injury of a close friend or a family member? Is there any serious illness to you? Has that been a source of distress for you for past 1 month? Some other changes not listed above which caused you distress. So, these are some of the statements that measures about the level of distress experienced by you. So, then you total out your scores on each scales, and if you find that your score varies from 16 to 23, 16 to 23 is a stage that creates warning for yourself that you are severely suffering from distress. You have to find out a way out. You need to manage your stress properly. If your score varies from 8 to 15, it is vulnerable. You can be victim of the situations that currently you are undergoing that may affect your personal as well as organizational life as a whole. So therefore, you need to consult a person who deals with stress management, anger management, etc., etc. However, if your score falls between 3 to 9, which indicates that you are proficient, although you are suffering from distress or stress related events, you can still manage because you are good enough to manage your stress. But still, you should check out, are you really moving towards a vulnerable stress? That is a point of discussion. And if your score is 0 to 2, that means you are experiencing optimal stress, and this is exactly good for your living, your health, your happiness, and also performing good performance. You are able to manage your stress effectively. So this has given us an assessment about the impact of life events in our life on our organizational or work related behavior. But when it comes to work pressure and satisfaction, say for examples, if you are suffering from too much or severe stress and you are at this level, vulnerable and cautionary level, how it is going to impact your work behavior, your personal behavior. Let us have a look at it. So, second scale measures the work pressure and satisfaction, how much pressure and satisfaction you enjoy out of your work. So, think about the past month. For each of the statement listed below, please indicate how true is each one for you. I enjoy my job. That's wonderful. How far you are enjoying? If you are enjoying, then it's fine. Then how much you are enjoying? A little, true, very true, or not at all? Please indicate your score. I have supervisor whom I like and trust. Is it really true, just true, or very true, or not at all true? Accordingly, you give your answer. I would rather make more money at a less interesting job. There are many people, they don't want interesting jobs, but they want a big package. That's why we have already discussed in our previous discussion. There are many people, mainly in India, if you look at IIMs and IITs and ITs, where people, they hardly bother about the kind of job they are doing, but they are mostly interested about big packages. So, what would be my package per annum? Is it 50 lakhs? Is it 1.2 crore? Irrespective of whether they are enjoying or not enjoying. So, it depends on what is your priority. I have a good physical working condition. Many people, they are not interested about packages. They are interested about the physical condition of the environment where they are working, so that they are more interested about their enjoyment rather than packages or monetary benefits. I receive adequate compensation for my work. Many people say, I am happy with my work because I enjoy it due to high compensation I get out of my work. I feel liked and valued by the people at work. I receive feedback about the quality of my work. There are people, they do certain work without any feedback. They do it just like a machine. So, if your work is mechanical, are you really interested and enjoying it? Are you really motivated? What is your priority? So accordingly, you likely to derive satisfaction out of your work. So please indicate your choice without any hesitation, without any too much introspection on each dimensions, because that will dilute the real assessment. To continue from there, I use my abilities and talents on the job. I participate in decision about things at work which affect me. I am respected by the people in the community for my job. When considering my contribution, I feel sort of changed by my company. Resources are limitless. I have to fight to get things done. So these are some of the items that has been developed to measure the level of your work satisfaction. But here these statements, they measure how much pressure or stress you experience out of your job. Job security, is it a source of stress for you? Great, moderate, little, none. Relationship with immediate supervisor, are you going well with your supervisor? So accordingly, you will enjoy or experience stress. So work pressure and satisfaction, these are certain areas that dealing with your work activities. Relationship with co-workers, what kind of a relation you hold with your fellow teammates? Opportunity for advancement and growth, is there any scope for future growth? Are you looking into your career development? Too much work, are you enjoying it, or you are loaded with too many responsibilities? Control over my workload, you don't have any control, you want to control it. Lack of job flexibility to deal with family or personal emergencies. So organization, if you do not allow to focus on your family, is that becoming a source of stress for you? Then favoritism or unfair hiring, have you experienced favoritism or unfair hiring at your workplace? Have you experienced unfair practice in terms of promotions? So these dimensions pertaining to that domains. Then constant monitoring of job performance by management, is the management constantly evaluating your performance, and that has giving you pain, and that has creating lot of stress and strain on your mind. Boring or uninteresting work, are you doing boring jobs, a job that is not interesting at all? Special recognition or award to your job, are you getting special appreciation from your job authority or from your superior or supervisors? Then pressure from competing deadlines at a job, are you really experiencing a lot of time deadline for completion of your job? Has that become a source of trouble for you? Loss of commitment to work, have you lost commitment towards your work because it is not anymore interesting for you, you are not enjoying at all? Then feeling bogged down in red tape and unable to accomplish anything, you are feeling a lot of frustration because things are not happening the way it should happen. Flexibility hours of work, you want to work at your home due to some family compulsions or responsibility, is your organization allowing you? Is there any practice of flexible work schedule? How much that has become a source of pressure or trouble for you? The commute to my job, are you really becoming more and more stressed because you have to travel a long distance from your family place to your workplace, from your home, from your residence to your workplace? So how these areas have affected your work behavior, how they have become a source of your work pressures and satisfaction? See, if your score falls between 0 to 14, then that becomes caution. You are experiencing too much pressure, and too much pressure less satisfaction. If your score falls between 15 to 23, you are vulnerable. You can be victim of your work pressure, because still you are enjoying higher side of pressure from your work. If your score is between 24 to 37, you are proficient. You are on average pressure and average satisfaction from your work. But if your score is between 38 to 90, you are enjoying a good balance of your work, optimum pressure and satisfaction, optimum pressure and satisfaction. Since it is a common class, I am not focusing individually, because that can be only done on the basis of individual assessment. So when you go through this exercise, you can put up person specific questions, that why you are enjoying too much work pressure compared to all, and that can be answered by the assessor or myself. So that's why I am not giving any specific solutions, as it is a general exercise being conducted and equally applicable for all. Now moving further to the third scale, which measures the personal pressure and satisfaction. This talks about, think about the past month. For each of the personal pressure listed below, please indicate how much each has been a source of distress for you. The personal pressure includes like financial difficulties. Are you suffering from financial deficits? Increased caretaking responsibility for an aging and disabled relatives. Are you really suffering pressures due to taking care of your close ones? Conflict with partner or spouse. When you fight with wife, has that become a source of stress for you? Raising a child, nowadays in modern life, this has become a common features and creating personal pressure. Personal pressure has become a daily features in everybody's life. Personal pressure and satisfaction due to career couples working, where both husband and wives are working, they hardly have time for their children, their relatives, their parents, etc., etc. So that's why it is very difficult for them to pay attention to their kids, and that has become a source of stress. Then being separated from a spouse. Are you separated from your partner? Then deteriorating personal health. Has your personal health has deteriorated and that is causing stress? Finding quality daycare problems. Not enough time to spend with those who closest to you. Dangerous or unsafe neighborhood. Are you living in a place where neighbors are not good for you? Relationship with a close relative has become a source for you. So if you are scoring a high on it, then you are likely to experience a high level of personal pressure. Then sexual conflict or frustration. Work family conflict. Are you experiencing high level of work family conflict? We are not maintaining a balance. Lonely or lack of intimacy, fertility or reproductive issues are these issues are becoming source of stress for you. On the other side, when you look at the personal satisfaction, there are also certain areas of your work behavior that has become source of your happiness. Say for example, like people around you take time for you when you need them. I feel accepted and loved by those closest to me. I can ask for help from my family and friends when I need it. I know that others are there for me. So if you total your score, you will get a 4 range of scores. The lowest one is 0 to 5, this is called caution. Second is 6 to 14, this is called vulnerable. Then 15 to 23, this is proficient. Then 24 to 66, this is called optimum. Less is the score, more is your stress. More is the score, better is your personal satisfaction. And that is how you enjoy your personal pressure and satisfaction. Thank you.